Hey YouTube, this video is to give you some more information about Evolution Aqua's Pure Aquarium Balls. So what are these? They're a ball that's been constructed in a lab that contains bacteria and an enzyme, and they're to promote good water parameters in your aquarium. The bacteria is to aid the nitrogen cycle and remove some of that fish waste from your tank, and also sort of aid the seeding of filters. They also promote good aquarium crystal clear water clarity for established tanks. So I've had a friend that's used these to help seed a new tank, and I'd say that they're really good when you're starting up that cycle and you really need an injection of bacteria in your tank. Of course, I'd always recommend lots of plants in there, as they're going to only help promote good water conditions for your fish to live in. So what about older tanks? On these, they're supposed to help in water clarity and maintain crystal clear water, but do they actually work? So I'll tell you about this later as my experience of using them in my tank. I've used these on and off now for almost most of the time that I've had an aquarium. However, over the last year, I've not had any in my tank. So that's since I've got this new tank. I've had it for 9 months now, my dual 240, and it's only been till recently that I've been pleased with the progress of it. It's probably part of the reason why I didn't make any videos in 2017. I moved house as well and everything got really busy, and since I got it, it was an amalgamation of my 2 old tanks from my old flat, and I've never been able to get the fertilisers right, the lighting schedule right, the amount of carbon that I'm dosing, and the plants just really didn't thrive. I had some algae issues, now not really bad algae issues, but I just had really disappointing plant growth. So it's only been till recently that I've managed to kind of sort this out. I've bought new lights, I've rescaped it, and I think it's doing a whole lot better now. And it's probably part of the reason why I didn't make any videos in 2017. In parallel to this, I also had water clarity issues with the tank. Now, it wasn't really bad, but I have a hallway that looks straight down the length of the 4-foot tank, and off and on the clarity would be poor, and overall I'd always have this slight haze in the evenings. My guess was that this was kind of a bacteria bloom in the water column, so what I've done is I've bought a bigger filter, I've bought more biohome biological media to kind of help stabilise the tank. Now, when I bought this new media, it came with balls, and literally 24 hours after putting it in, the haze was so much clearer. So after a week though, the haze came back, and it left me thinking, well, maybe if I get more biological balls, then it might help the bacteria bloom in the tank. I then remembered the Pure Aquarium Balls and thought maybe it was the balls that helped the clarity issue in the tank. So I went out to Maidenhead Aquatics, got myself a pack of 50 of them, 320 in the tank. You're supposed to put 10 in per 100 litres, and they're right next to the intake. So I thought this was probably as best a chance as any of seeing if it worked. Now, did it clear the tank? I left it 24 hours, there was no change. I left it 48 hours, there was still no change. And I think you'd probably agree that there hasn't really been a difference from the before and after shots. Now, it's probably me possibly being over fussy, but they just didn't do what I was hoping for. I could have given them a bit longer, but the only thing that I've really found that's helping is running my UV steriliser, and that seems to get rid of the haze completely. Overall then, if you've got a new tank and you're trying to start a cycle, I'd definitely recommend these. If you've got really severe water clarity issues, then maybe give them a go. However, if you're trying to sort out that final haze, that final polish to your water, then I probably wouldn't recommend these. Well, they haven't helped me anyway. The big 3 things that you can do to try and improve your water clarity is obviously overfiltration, enough media for your tank, and water changes. Those are the 3 key things to keep in really crystal clear water. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe.